Oh, there it is. There's so many fish in this lake.
This is how crazy.
That's my rod. That shouldn't have even been in the water fishing.
Well, it's about 5:45 in the morning here. We're driving across the Twin Cities. We got an epic adventure coming up to Anoka. All right, well, that was a fun trip over here to Anoka. We're actually getting on an airplane, flying to Ontario. We're gonna land at Guardian Eagle Resort to do some fishing. Touched down here in Fort Francis, mainly just to clear customs, but we don't even have to get off the plane. We're just gonna sit here for a couple of minutes, get all the paperwork and all the legal stuff out of the way, and it's off to the resort. Well, this lake is beautiful, and we're about to go see it up close and personal. In fact, you don't have to go far to start seeing fish. They have pet fish here at the dock. Dan just saw a pike right back there when he stepped on the dock for the first time, and apparently you can feed some walleyes, so we're gonna do that a little bit later. But first, let's go have a shore lunch. Who doesn't want to start off a trip with a shore lunch? We got some walleye here that the crew caught this morning, and I'm really excited. This is their own recipe. They actually have honey garlic. So you got some plain pieces of fish here, and then some that's a honey garlic sauce that's on it, and it's amazing. I might go dip these plain ones in the honey garlic sauce because it's so good. And then some potatoes and some beans. Let's eat. We're fishing. All right, Guardian Eagle Resort. We just got out in one of their boats here. We're actually fishing right by a couple of the other boats here. Claire, one of the owners, is right next to us with some clients. And while we were getting all the camera gear set up, the net was out constantly in these other two boats. So there's obviously a lot of walleyes here. We're just gonna drop the live scope down and catch some walleyes. Let's go.
Just a nice golden walleye.
Nice.
All right, on the board.
Heck yeah. Look at how dark they are.
Nice, pretty fish. We already ate lunch, so it's gonna go back.
What'd you catch it on, Dan?
Let's say Northland eye candy and just looks like a 1/4 ounce orange jig. You don't need much special here.
Yeah, we really didn't bring much gear other than some jigs and some plastics, and there you go.
Cool. Gosh, it does not take long to catch walleyes here. And they're so pretty.
There it is.
We are covered up in walleyes. A little bit of a nicer one there. We're doubled up. Need a scoop?
I don't think so. Oh, look at all the fish down there. My gosh. That way, Dan.
Just covered up in aggressive Walleyes. Holy cow.
There's so many fish down there, and you don't need to use a live scope up here, obviously. As you're seeing, we're not even really seeing our jigs. Oh, I just missed one on the live scope, but what it's letting us do is just see, there's a fish. Oh, I missed him again. Seeing how many fish are down there and just how aggressive they are. It's just fun. We can see where bottom is at. We can see these rocks that are down there. We're fishing kind of some rocky structure right now. There's so many
Just walleye after walleye.
It's insane. This is so much fun. And what a lot of people are doing is fishing with live bait, and that's what we did out here to start with too. But Dan and I both just switched to plastics just to kind of see how plastics would do. And I don't think you slowed down really at all, Dan.
No, well, and what it's allowing you to do is you just catch fish, take the hook out, put it right back in. You know, maybe readjust your plastic a little bit, but you don't have to, you know, get into the bait well and grab another minnow, but it's all what you have confidence in.
Honestly, I like using plastics more than I like using live bait, but obviously these boats around us are just smashing fish right now with live bait, so don't be afraid to put on some artificial too. Ooh, look at that.
Well, and the cool thing about a bite like this, so it's kind of a cool, a cool chance to use a bait you don't have a lot of confidence in and gain confidence in it and realize it works. It takes a day like today, catch a bunch of fish on a brand new bait, and then maybe you take it back home to a place where you've traditionally just, you know, used live bait or whatever it might be. It just gives you confidence in a brand new bait. This is how good the fishing is here. We went like 3 minutes without catching a fish. We're gonna move.
Yeah, that's right.
So. So we drove about 30 seconds. We have a new spot. So this is pretty sweet.
There we go. So they got a double there, they got a double there, and Dan's manning the camera in this boat, and I just hooked up in this boat. Yeah, I'd say 100 fish days are possible here. That's a nice fish actually right there.
Whoa.
No way, Dan.
Whoa.
That's a nice fish.
You hear places where they say, we're catching 100 fish, and you think, okay, maybe they're a bunch of dinks, you know, 12s, 14s, but no, they're all nice fish. Like, this is on kind of the smaller size. I've seen a lot over 20, and some guys got big ones today, and they're eating artificials, which is always fun, so this is great. We'll probably take a little picture of this one and put it back.
Maybe go eat.
Yeah.
Food is really good. There's been no shortage of it. We had a big breakfast. We had that huge shore lunch, and now all these ribs and some corn, some sweet potato fries. Food has been amazing, and a lot of it. I got to work on this.
After dinner, guests have a few options. They can go back out fishing behind the lodge, hang out on the deck, start a bonfire, or enjoy the comforts of their cabin. There's also a beach, a sauna, and a hot tub for guests to relax in. There's even a small workout area in case setting the hook wasn't enough exercise for you.
My name's Griffin Antea. I'm from Toronto, Ontario. This is my second season up here at Guardian Eagle Resort. We're gonna try some soft plastics and jig off bottom in 12 feet of water and see if we can get some lunch fish.
Yeah, it's day 2 here at Guardian Eagle. We're out here, we're gonna try to catch some shore lunchers first and then see how many walleyes we can catch today, because 100 fish is not out of the question.
There you go, Dan. There we go. Perfect.
Yep, nicely done. I'm gonna throw this one in the live well, then I'll get yours.
You can't grab the camera fast enough.
No.
Might be lunch. I think we could definitely go try a new spot and probably get some more. You guys are up for it.
Sounds good to me. Alright, let's see how long this takes.
Okay.
Not for you to catch one, just for you to get bit, because you can't set the hook.
There's a big mark down there right now. Look at that.
Oh, there it is. 10 seconds, literally.
One to go.
All right. That's how quick it can happen.
We got one right under you.
There you go.
Drop down there.
Double.
Double.
Hey.
So I wouldn't even worry about the net, I'll get it.
Wow. I'll get it.
All right. That's a good guide right there. He's hooked up and says, forget about your fish, let's just net yours.
Oh, that's a good one.
Here's a better one.
There we go.
Thought I've been seeing some good marks. Dan will handle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good fish. You want the net?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Little double header action. Well, there's so many fish in this lake that this isn't uncommon. This will happen again and again and again. But these are just beautiful, nice walleyes. They're so pretty, and there's so many of them. It's so much fun.
That's crazy. You know, you hear people talk about having a 100 fish day and you're like, really, a 100 fish day? And I know we've said this a few times on camera, but there's no question that that's possible. Or maybe even a 150 fish day. And it's not just 14-inch fish. We've got some of those too. They keep 16 and 17 inches for shore lunch, right? They keep that size specifically for shore lunch. That allows you to put some of those smaller ones back to let them grow a little bit, and also lets you keep some of the bigger ones so you got bigger fish to catch. And as you saw, the last 3 fish have all been really nice, healthy walleyes that you take some of these medium light rods, they'll put a pretty big bend in it. Man, there's nothing like the thump of like a 20-inch walleye or even bigger. And that's what we just did in the last, I don't know, 5 minutes, whatever it was. So we're gonna keep fishing. I'm also using this Crush City Mayor. I'll show you this real quick. It's a 3-inch Crush City Mayor. The color is the black blue flake. I'm not sure how much the color actually matters, but with the darker stained water, I wanted to try to kind of match the color of the minnows a little bit that they're using for live bait. They use a lot of live bait here, which works obviously very, very well, but we wanted to see how effective plastics were. And if you look how beat up this plastic's getting already, it's caught a lot of fish already. It's missed a bunch of fish, and these things are pretty durable, but it is just getting destroyed right now by all these walleyes. So I'm gonna see if we can catch some more on it.
Yeah, pike. Yeah. Because he whacked it. So we're gonna do our best to not lose this jig.
Maybe it's 40-incher.
Might be. It's gonna hang down at the bottom. There's some new special candy on this jig. Here, it's coming up. Oh. Nice pike.
Yeah.
All right, so that was kind of fun. Walleyes have gotten all the attention so far on this trip, but there's big northerns up here too, and a guy like this provides a nice fight. There's bigger ones, 40-inchers aren't uncommon up here. The wall pike isn't uncommon up here when the pike will come up and eat a walleye that you're reeling in, so it's a fast action here at Guardian Eagle, and we're gonna dump this one back. It's almost time for shore lunch, I think. I haven't even looked at the clock, but fun fight. Glad we got our jig back, and let's get her back.
This is like a walleye fisherman's heaven, when you can just vertically jig over the side of the boat in 13 to 20 feet of water and catch more walleyes than you know what to do with the chance to catch a trophy. It doesn't get any better than that. And now we got some fresh fish. These guys are gonna put together a delicious shore lunch. We're gonna go eat and do it all over again. I mean, if you love to walleye fish, you gotta come check this place out.
We just stopped at this new place after lunch here, and we're on a new part of the lake actually. And I just got word there's a lot of fish down there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna I should just drop, but I'm gonna let the live scope fire up because I have it. And then we'll see if we can catch one of these fish right away. Oh, there's one right there. See, you don't need the live scope. It's just more fun.
Small one to start the afternoon.
Nothing wrong with that. Just dropped down immediately after catching that double, and Griffin's hooked up already.
Decent.
I just got tapped. I'm fishing on plastics too.
Yep.
There's fish, yep. That's close enough to another double, I think. Not bad. That's perfect. There. That's the beauty of barbless. Keep them pinned, you won't lose fish. Not bad. All right, so we're on our way in for supper, and this point looked pretty good with the wind blowing into it. Thought we'd make a couple of casts here, maybe we can find a big pike. But then we're gonna go eat because I think cocktail hour has started at the lodge, so it's about time to go in, but first couple casts.
Well, it's our last full fishing day here at Guardian Eagle Resort, and my gosh, you couldn't ask for a better day. It's gonna be sunny and 72, light winds. The lake is like glass right out in front of our cabin here. And we're gonna go to the other lake that they have. So they have two lakes here, 75,000 acres. Menis is the other lake that they have rights to here, and there's a little river channel that you go through to get up there. I guess it's beautiful up there. Fishing is unreal. So we're gonna head up there, but before we do that, they have something really special here. They call them their pets, or the dock fish. I promise you've probably never seen anything like this before. Check this out. Fish we're catching is crazy enough, but to be able to come down to the dock and see that, Like, that's nuts. I mean, I'd come here just to see that in itself. If you're a walleye guy at all, this is amazing. They may be a little domesticated here at the dock. Can't fish here. They may get a few treats once in a while to put on a show for the guests, but these are all wild fish. It's amazing. But we're gonna go catch some other wild fish right now. Before we get to Menis, we got to get our shore lunch fish. Let's see how fast we can do this. There we go. These fish.
See if I can catch this one in the live scope.
There it is. Well, another great day of fishing so far, and we're breaking for lunch here on Menis, and both the shore lunch spots we've seen now have been just great locations. Real nice flat rock to hang out on, nice point with a little bit of breeze, keeps the bugs away. And then they've done a lot of work here. Like, they've got a table built here, they got picnic tables, they got a little shelter for cooking under, so you got comfortable places to sit. You got easy access for places to work on fish and prepare the meals, and then we get to sit back and enjoy it. So let's eat. So today on Shore Lunch, we got lemon pepper fish, regular fish, onion rings, beans, and the special today is walleye ceviche. So let's try it. That's pretty good. Well, you will not go hungry here. That was delicious. We've got some more fish to catch, and we've got some cool things to see, including a waterfall. We're gonna go check it out right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably. This, I don't know, it could be. Oh yeah, it's a decent pike, pike. Yeah. Could be good for the.
Want the bigger net?
Probably.
Coming up now.
Nice.
There we go. Thank you.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Nice fish, jigging for walleyes.
Well, that's pretty cool right there. I mean, you can cast for pike. There's places you can go cast big spoons or big pike baits, but a lot of times you can just catch them jigging in the walleye spots like this, like Griffin just did. That was a really nice fish and so fat. Obviously, all these fish are eating very well. They're real healthy. The walleyes are thick. I don't know, we're probably gonna cast for some pike later today too, but we'll probably keep jigging for walleyes and hope we hook into one like that again.
fun afternoon here. Check it out, Menis. We got to go down and see the rapids, caught a bunch of walleyes. Dan almost had a wall pike on camera. I was doing some underwater filming. We almost got it. I don't know, we'd have to check the footage. If we got it, we'll show you right here. We got more fishing to do yet tonight. They do a lot of fishing in the back bay behind the lodge after supper. So we're gonna go in, eat some steak, and go catch some more walleyes.
It's our last night here, and tonight's steak night. So we've had chicken, we've had ribs, and now we're having steak. So different meals at shore lunch every day, different meals here in the lodge every night. And I am jacked to eat this right now.
That was a lot of food. I'm very full, but I'm gonna find a way to go fish for more walleyes. We're going to the back bay. This is something that happens a lot here. After you eat, you can just go right around the corner. The resort's on a point, and there's a bay behind it, and the walleyes come in there in the evening to feed. Pike come in to feed on the walleyes. We're gonna go see what's going on. So we're here in the back bay right now, and it's just that easy. It's 6.5 feet of water. I just watched these guys put 4 fish in the boat before I even dropped a line in. And I actually just threw on a minnow just to try it. Live bait's obviously very effective. Dan's been running plastics. I've been running plastics most of this trip, but I wanted to try live bait a little bit and just see how it does. And I don't know, it didn't take long. They got the net out again over there. Unreal.
Well, this trip we've been catching so many walleyes, and Brett and I have both been using mainly soft plastics. It's just way more efficient. You know, I can catch this fish, put it back, I'm ready to fish again. And he's got one right behind us, but we're not using just any soft plastic. We're using baits made out of TPE, and there's a reason for that.
I've got a fish too.
We're tripled up right now. This is nuts.
I already threw mine back.
Why don't you guys hold the camera real quick?
And TPE is super durable and stretchy like this. You can do this all day long. It's gonna get chewed on, but it's not gonna rip. When you're on a trip like this at a place like Guardian Eagle, you're catching a bunch of fish, you won't blow through a whole package of soft plastics because they won't get chewed up. So by using TPE baits, we're keeping our baits in the water longer because we're not having to swap plastics or re-rig live bait or anything, and we're saving money because we're using the same bait all day long.
Another one in the back bay, Dan.
Dude, we're just having so much fun. I mean, it's constant fish. I've never had a place where I've caught so many walleyes. This is so much fun.
Man, this has been so much fun. Just such an unbelievable trip back here. From being able to catch walleyes pretty much anywhere on this lake, anywhere on the next lake, and then being able to come back here. Oh, Dan's got a fish. I'm trying
almost lost a rod.
I'm trying to wrap up the show here, Dan.
Well, sorry, I almost lost a rod. I just heard a thump and looked over, and my rod was doubled over. It thinks it's a decent fish.
Strong finish. Got the net.
It's a nice walleye. Sure.
Look how
good way to
dark it is,
end.
too. Nice job.
That's a cool way to end. Cameraman gets a little bonus fish.
Yeah.
That's always. How many times has that happened when we've tried to film a bit and somebody's rod gets chewed on and we get interrupted? Good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have, and that's happened so many times here. And we've been fishing with Griffin a lot here these last couple of days. Now, normally here, the guides don't fish. So when you come up here to fish, you'll be in the boat with your buddy or relative or whoever that you're up here on the trip with, and you'll be guided, and the guides don't fish. But we said, hey, Griffin, grab a rod and do some fishing. We just want to get a bunch of fish catches on camera. So you've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was fun.
And if you want to book a trip up here, you should. If you're a walleye angler, you have to experience this, from the dock fish to the shore lunches to just, I mean, catching fish pretty much at will every time we stop. There's some big fish in here, some really beautiful fish, and then coming back here to the back bay in the evening to enjoy the sunset. It's tough to beat, man.
It's pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun. We've had a great time. So thank you for watching. Make sure, whoop, there goes another rod. This is how crazy the fishing is here at Garden Eagle Resort in Ontario. Oh man, unreal.
That's my rod. That shouldn't have even been in the water fishing. That was just dangling over the side. I still have a fish in my hand. That's awesome. Land that. Let's get him.
Just dangling on the side. That's how much line was out. We're in 6.5 feet of water. Dan had 3 feet of line out and just caught that walleye right there. This is
22-inch walleye.
Absolutely insane walleye fishing. Guardian Eagle Resort. We'll put the link in the description for this resort right here. Oh man, you got to check this place out. Claire and Twyla Bergen, thank you very, very much for having us up here. Get those fish back in the water, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and share and like this, and tell all your friends to come up here and experience some unbelievable walleye fishing.